Time for a nice little in-between video. Today, I want to give thanks to the people at Ratalaika Games for sending me a review code for this on the Nintendo Switch. Now mind you, even that being said, these opinions are mine and mine all completely. Feel free to go check out their website and peruse their catalog. They have a bunch of games and their main objective is to emulate and port games to all modern consoles so all can enjoy. And their two last emulation ones are Wings of War, two different completely titles, and Grey Lancer, which is a great shmup. They're both great shmups, so you haven't checked both those out, now's a good time to do that. Anyways, before we hop into the review, make sure to hit the subscribe button and like. Really helps the channel grow. With that being said, let's jump straight into reviewing MotoRoader MC for the Nintendo Switch. Alright, it's time to do a little bit of a history lesson. MotoRoader MC is the third game in the MotoRoader series. Now, unlike its predecessors, this one consists of a single screen, and that's where the track takes place. No scrolling, it's one screen. It's very similar to Super Sprint. MotoRoader MC is a top-down battle racer, I guess you could call it. Your car has unlimited ammo, and you can shoot either rockets through your front, or you can drop little pipe bombs from the back. The pipe bombs are extremely difficult to aim, and you have an unlimited resource of them, so fire away. The game was originally released back in 1992 for the Tubrograx-16, and Ratalaika Games has also been a bit of a role with the Masaya games. So previously they have emulated Ganyuk, which I've said before, that's the Japanese name for Wings of War, and they also have Grey Lancer. So they have been doing a very good job emulating games. That being said, let's look at the graphic options that allow us to customize how this game looks to our retro liking. Right at the beginning for video settings, we have several options for display. These include 4x3 DAR, full screen, 1x1 PAR, perfect, and perfect times 1. We also have a bit of scaling options here. We have razor, soft, and crispy. And we can also enable widescreen gameplay. And as far as the shader option goes, I don't really want to go through all of them. Just know that there's plenty of options and variances to adjust it to whatever you like. I think that's what's really good about these emulation games nowadays is that give the player a lot of options in order to customize the way it looks and feels. That way to emulate the old 80s and 90s feeling, which I think we all miss, honestly. So like I've said before, MotoRoader MC is a top-down racing battle shooter, I guess you could call it. The cars can fire an unlimited amount of weapons. These are the rockets from the front of the car and the pipe bombs in the back. Consequentially, this leads the gameplay to be a little bit more towards speed and attack. You can also turn off car impact. This can be a bit scary to turn it off, because if a car, you can overlap sprites, and at that point it's max can stand up. Who's going to shoot first, right? Because you don't want to be the last guy to shoot first, because then you spin out, and then you have to do all these weird maneuvering tricks to get yourself back in the race. But if you leave impact on, you're going to experience some moments where you're like,
I cannot get out of this pileup and I'm going to make someone burn.
We also have a few little extra modes, such as, well, they call it bat racing. It's literally just battle racing. It's bumper cars. And then we also have a very, very early version. Now, I know what some of you people are going to say. MotoRoader MC did it first. And they did. It's Battle Rocket. Or, sorry, Rocket League. But just from a top-down perspective, you know, good game. And you can adjust as many options to make it 2v2 versus 1v1. And for those of you who don't know, you can play up to 5 players on this game. So bring all your friends and bring your mom too. She's going to have a great time. We have 5 circuits, each one consisting of 5 courses. And each circuit has its own theme. We have a very classic city and nature one. And then we get to the really weird ones, which I believe you pronounce this by saying Martian? I don't know, Martoon? Which is more fantasy based. And then we have our special course, which has our all favorite NCS lady just swimming in that pool, minding her own business, watching her Hot Wheels go by. Road hazards are also present in some maps of the game. My favorite one is where you can go through this broken part of a railroad bearing or railroad guard, and if you just don't time it right, you're gonna get smushed by that train. It actually adds a lot of fun, and that's my favorite thing about these top-down racers is you can always take these little shortcuts just to get by people and just to take that overpass. There's also a bit of stage hazards, or at least stage plays. There's Of course, you're slowed down, so if you go through grass, mud, whatever, it'll slow you down. But then we also have ice, you also have pits, speed boosters, you got shortcuts, and then the weird one is these teleporters that they put throughout the race, and then you come out in different ways. Some levels I think do it really good, and I think some levels, if you do not have your eyeball 1-to-1, or if you don't have 1-to-1 vision, bro, even forget about it. You're gonna get murdered out there. MotoRoader MC is an extremely fun game. It's priced at $6.99 US, and it's well worth the price if you ask me. It's a very, very cheap purchase, and I think you can get a lot of fun out of it, especially when you have retro friends and you're a retro head yourself like me. I think it's a really good purchase. I didn't even know this game existed, honestly. And if you ever want to grab yourself a copy, I think this is the way to do it versus the Tubrograx-16 CD version. Because I don't know how much it is, but the market's just way too high right now. So, but hey, if you're a proponent of physical media, which I am too, and you want to add more to your collection, here you go. Well, thanks guys for viewing until the very end. If you've enjoyed the video, please leave a like. If you found this in any way helpful, please subscribe. There will always be more retro indie goodness. See you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.